Hey guys, what's up? My name is LA. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to spend some time with me. Today, we're discussing the Idaho town hall that went terribly wrong. And I want to point out so many things as I watched back what happened at this town hall meeting and how repulsive it is. If you're new here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share the videos that you watch. And let's run the intro and get right into what happened. Yeah, Drake was patting you on the back, all the rappers. Hey, what's up? Back again. Hey, what's up? It's up to you to do the research. It's up to you. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Again, we are going over what happened. If you look in this photo, I'll show you exactly what happened. Don't worry, that's coming up. I'll show you exactly what happened, but I want you to look in this photo and you can see the faces that I pulled out from this still image and see exactly the smiles that are on so many onlookers' faces. That is so scary to me. I am not sure how to feel about this, but I am definitely going to share what happened now. And you tell me your thoughts in the comments. This is so repulsive and so scary.
Please get up or be escorted out. And we're just taking care of the rabble rousers. And eventually what's going to happen is everything's going to settle down and we'll get back to dealing with legislators.
What you're seeing is a woman attending a town hall. She is in opposition and protesting, and she is saying during the town hall meeting, women are dying. Women are dying. We later find out that she is a women's rights activist. She's also ran for political office, and she's also ran for political office. And what you're seeing is the speaker at the town hall is asking for her to be removed. The sheriff approaches her. The sheriff, as you can see, is known by the community, but he's not wearing a uniform, not wearing a badge. But it appears that the woman understands who he is or is familiar with who he is. She calls him by name. So let's continue watching.
Because really, you didn't come here to listen to me. I just happen to have a nice loud voice and a big microphone. And I can talk over all of you.
I'm sorry.
I agree, and I think this.
Please get up or be escorted out. And we're just taking care of the rabble rousers. And eventually what's going to happen is everything's going to settle down and we'll get back to dealing with legislators. Because really, you didn't come here to listen to me. I just happen to have a nice loud voice and a big microphone. And I can talk over all of you. And I can just talk for on and on and on. And look at this little girl is afraid to leave. She spoke up, and now she doesn't want to suffer the consequences. Isn't that the problem that we're struggling with so many of the kids today? Is they want to behave openly and then not struggle with the consequences.
If you can hear in the background, you'll hear that the man is saying over the speaker that this is the problem today. So many people want to speak up but don't want to suffer the consequences. What you'll see is not what I have ever been taught or thought is right in the way we approach politics, in the way we approach free speech, in the way we approach protesting in this country. What you're about to see absolutely horrified me.
That is shameful. I think what we've got right now is a situation where these folks are trying to filibuster and shut this whole program down. Unfortunately, they're being successful. So all of you who came here to hear the legislators, I applaud you for sitting there and quietly listening. I promise we will get back to you. In the meantime, we've just got to be a little aggressive with some of these folks here. Look here. Oh, no, I shouldn't be removed. I should be allowed to cry and yell and scream. I should be allowed to interrupt.
Let's go.
Excuse me, Sheriff Norris. This gentleman is assaulting you.
As you can see and still hear, the man on the microphone is mocking and ridiculing this woman. She then is told by the sheriff to leave, and the sheriff is being recorded. So the sheriff, who would normally, in a normal society, would then de-escalate the situation and say, okay, let's talk outside. You've been asked to leave. The sheriff, once he notices he's being recorded, pulls out his own phone and then tells the security officers at the facility to remove her. The sheriff is conscious of what's going on. Once he realizes he's being recorded, he steps away from using his brute force initially. He steps back and then he pulls out his phone. The sheriff understands this is going to go bad before it even happens. That's why he pulls out his phone to protect himself, because he can only act with the force that you'll see him act with once she is already being assaulted by security. The sheriff should have stepped in, not called for backup on this woman. Let's keep watching.
Oh, this man is assaulting me.
Now, let's go.
This man is assaulting me. Is this your deputy? Is this your deputy? No, don't fucking touch us. Is he a deputy? These are deputies. Who the fuck are these men?
So how about that?
Hey.
You then hear her neighbors, her local neighbors cheering on as these two unidentified men begin to grab her, manhandle her, twist her arm back, forcibly remove her from her chair. You are hearing her neighbors howling in excitement.
It's too bad that we have some 150-year-old Social Security facilities. We know the government must be mismanaging money.
You see this woman here and her husband. They are excited. This man here begins to smile. Other people in the audience begin to smile. You'll see that when I put up the image again. Watch this woman and her husband. They are gleeful. The husband even waves at the victim while she's laying on the ground, being attacked by men she does not know.
Just cooperate, it'll be 100 times better.
Yeah, that's what they say to rape victims. You fucking piece of shit. You refuse to identify yourself. Who are you? Who are you?
But the problem is this. They didn't come here to listen. They came here to interrupt.
So we later find out this is Teresa Borenpole. She has not made a public statement. She is very shaken up and traumatized from the actions of these officers in her community, or these supposed, because we still don't know. We still don't know who these people are. These supposed security officers. But she is a woman who has run for political office. she is for, and in one part of the video, someone mentions that you can hear someone say, "That's what you get for being a Democrat." Imagine that. Imagine this is our country. This is our country. People are smiling and laughing as women are being attacked forcibly by unidentified men. She is on the ground being dragged, and these are the faces looking at her. These are the faces of the people that are looking at her. This is so scary to watch. And that's why I really wanted to get this message out, because Black women need to understand this is not your fight. This is not your fight at this time. I want to show some TikTok reaction videos from Black women that I saw this week, and it really was profound what they said. Let's get into it.
One, Black people said, let's sit back, let's rest. This is not our lesson to learn, it's their lesson to learn. And I want to say, I don't think they're smart enough to learn the lesson, nor do they care about the lesson. And I feel like they're very fucking complacent because they do not care. They just do not care. That woman being dragged out of that town hall says everything we need to know about how much they care as of right now. Everything that he's done hasn't upset them yet. I don't know how far he needs to go for them to care, but it doesn't seem like anything is going to move them because they don't see nothing wrong. And I truly don't understand. But that woman being dragged out and nobody stepping in to help her is crazy to me. No one stepped in front of her to prevent her from being dragged out by two men she does not know who would not identify themselves. Y'all are okay? She could be getting kidnapped right now. They could take her outside and beat her to death. I don't know. Something crazy could have happened. And no one's doing anything. Black women would have never let that happen because who the fuck are you and why are you putting your hands on a woman as two grown men? Why are you, tackling this woman? Black women would have never allowed no shit like that to happen. And the white women, some of them like, who are you? Why are you doing that? Why are you touching her? And then there was other women fucking laughing, giggling, clapping. Why is the whole room clapping and this woman is being manhandled by two men? One woman sitting across from her was like, aha, that's a Democrat for you. Bitch, what? As a Democrat for you. That's how y'all think. And I know nothing is going to change anytime soon because not only do white people hate everybody else, they hate them fucking selves.
So I saw that video of the woman who was assaulted and forcibly dragged out of an Idaho town hall meeting by random, unidentified men. Like a lot of people, I find it terrifying and absolutely infuriating. And I've been reading through some of the comments online, and I saw one comment by a Black woman that really resonated with me. This woman was assaulted in front of a room full of white people, and absolutely no one stood up for her. No one stopped it from happening. In fact, most of them were cheering it on. There are no women of color who need to be putting themselves on the front lines right now.
Please understand what she's saying. No women of color need to be putting themselves on the front line right now. If you're in opposition to this administration and you're a Black woman, make your voice heard online. Make your voice heard through your actions, through the way you spend your money. As far as protesting, boycotting, being out in the streets, putting yourselves in harm's way, absolutely not. Do not even think about it right now. Don't even think about it right now. You don't have the protection currently that you would need to put yourself in danger. Let's continue on.
I think this is the beginning. I think things are about to get a lot worse. I think we are going to see this country start to descend into a complete dystopia. And I think this is the start of a movement that is going to be about controlling women and the forcible silencing of women. Women of color are not the ones who got us in this mess. And we do not need to be trying to put ourselves on the front lines in this moment. This is going to be the time to stay aware and protect ourselves. No woman of color should be trying to put themselves on the front lines right now.
So there was some fallout after this went viral, because let me tell you, what is happening is the power of social media. And I'm not talking about Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, or X. I'm talking about the power that TikTok currently has and the power that YouTube has is what made this happen.
Updates. The citation dropped and a private security firm's license revoked after this past weekend's town hall in Kootenai County up north.
A former legislative candidate, Teresa Borenpol, was removed from her seat by who we now know are members of Lear Asset Management.
Get up or be arrested.
Yes.
This is not a negotiation.
But, the problem is,
Is this your deputy? Is this your deputy? No, don't fucking touch us. Is he a deputy?
After shouting several things during the town hall, like women are dying during the public discussion, Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris, you heard there, walks up to her, says you can get arrested or be quiet. She leaves, refuses. And then those three members of Lear Asset Management grab her and drag her out of a chair onto the ground, out of the auditorium, and try to tie her hands with zip ties. As this happened, the MC saying sometimes you have to get aggressive, and tells her her comments are stupid and her voice doesn't matter. Sheriff Norris, you saw in the background, recording what was happening while encouraging her removal. But the men not answering her questions of who are you, are these deputies, and they aren't wearing anything identifying them as security. That's something law requires.
Now, the Coeur d'Alene Police Department sharing this statement that you see on your screen. During the initial investigation, officers learned Borenpol bit one of the men. With the officers' limited information at the time, Borenpol was cited for battery. But after reviewing all the video, the city prosecuting attorney's office has moved to dismiss the battery citation. They say in part that this is a, quote, complex incident, and detectives are continuing to investigate. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office reports that Sheriff Norris's conduct is also being investigated by an independent probe.
Teresa Borenpol responding on social media saying she believes her First Amendment rights were violated and she'll make her voice heard when the time is appropriate. There's a GoFundMe to support Dr. Borenpol, raising over $260,000 now, far more than its $30,000 goal. If you want to check this fundraiser out, we've got a link on our website.
I hope Black women understand the message that I am trying to give them with this video. This is not the time for you to stand up and protest. Our days of protesting are over. This is not the time for you to put yourself or your life in jeopardy or at risk. Black women, make your voices heard online. Make your voices heard in the way that you spend your money and support the economy. We will have an opportunity to make our voices even more heard at the midterm elections, at special elections, and at the next presidential election. Stay safe and stay smart. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you. Bye.